All right, we're here today. We're going to make the fillets disappear. I'm going to add a few more bits of trim and we should be done. Let's see what we got going here. Oh, comments. Got to have the comments up. There we are. We got 0 watchers, 53 seconds in. Anyway, I've tested this out. It works perfect. So what I did was I put the superfill fillets over the top of the monocoat. I was going to, good morning, Steve. I was going to do it a little different, but this seems to work just fine. So we'll give it a little split. Now you wouldn't think that this would match, but it absolutely matches perfect. The fillets will disappear. So now what I do while I'm waiting for this first coat to dry is I'm going to tape off the back fillets I did here. I just do one section at a time. I mean, not in a big rush. See a little bump right there. Let me sand that bump. Yeah, this is no longer an ARF, but Steve's real happy with it, so that's all that counts. Hopefully it flies well. I'm not, I'm not trying to sand these things perfect or whatever. I'm just trying to hide the blue. What I'm using for paint is Duplicolor, the lacquer. Bought at AutoZone. That should hold on to the monocoat, no problem. Good morning, Gary. So that's good enough. We're not building a watch, we're building an ARF. It will be beautiful. Try to give this to him tomorrow. I got all the electrics done, all the batteries are soldered. And this is the last thing to do besides glue the hinges on. And when I get it done here, I'll give you a close-up of what this looks like. It's perfect. Oh, good. I'm glad. I'm glad you think it turned out okay. It does look pretty nice for what it is. I mean, not a dope finish, but with a little creativity, you can get something done. I mean, and as far as the colors, what I had, I didn't. I agreed to do this job for them with just what I had in the shop. I didn't, we didn't want to spend any money on this thing to speak of. This airplane probably would have cost around, let's see, probably 50, probably $150 in materials in this thing. I had 2 rolls of that. That's $40. And the green was another 20. That's 60. And the silver was almost three. There's about $60 in monocoat on it, I guess. And then I put a carbon spinner on it, and I put in the Dean's arming switch deal, and then there's probably $50 or $60 in wood in it. All this shit costs a lot of money. But it'll, I can't put out junk. It's First off, it's not in my nature, and second off, what would Stunhanger look like if I put out junk? It's kind of like Steve's crossfire. Steve is building his crossfire in the Stunhanger. I'm not doing any of the work. I'm showing him what to do. It's his first airplane that he's ever built with dope. You know, first go around with dope. Is it going to look exactly like mine? No. You'll be able to tell that I didn't build it. But it's going to leave here and look like it came out of stuff. I suspect it'll be a 15 pointer. But the most important part is, will it be straight? I hope so. We had some issues yesterday. We had issues yesterday. I found some car pinstripe that I had in my stash. I'm putting some black stripes on it. If you look here, it's got black stripes in the yellow now. An 1/8 and a 16th. And then I put some around the nose. I'll do that nose piece next. What is that? Can't have that. Now this method I'm using is not correct. So don't get me wrong. It's this fillet method. It's not correct. This is something that I would have done had I have painted the fuselage. Back in the 90s when I did the Sorcerer, it was a monocoque wing, painted fuselage, epoxylite fillets. But now with the advent of Superfill, a much better product than epoxylite. Hopefully it works. For you guys that have used epoxylite, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And for those who have not used epoxylite, I'm going to tell you, it's impossible to sand. It's rock hard. It takes a lot to sand that shit. You got to sand it with 80 grit or a file. It's ridiculous. We need to pull that camera back some. So I need to zoom out. We'll zoom out to there. There we go. You see, I added these stripes here. I'll show you in a second. Let me switch this and we'll get this untaped. Okay, that's the first coat. We'll get this untaped this now. Save these pieces for the other side. Duplicolor is lacquer, so it dries very fast. Things that make you go, There we go. That's I want you to observe that fillet area there, so that maybe you can do this on your next model. Because I know you guys are using monocoque. And that's silver monocoque, and that is monocoque. The exact match color is GM silver from AutoZone. And I do mean it's an exact match. Yeah. I did the other one fillet on the other side already, so that's how I know it's an exact match. I was just guessing when I did that, but pretty educated guess. I would say that's about as close as you're going to get. And when it dries, I'll rub it, rub it with a towel. But it looks like that. Not too shabby for Monaco. Now, had Frank done his video before I did this, I'd have done it a different way. I'd have done it the way he did it, where I didn't put this in. I would have put a Monaco fillet in there and then went up to it, but it wouldn't be as strong. This is strong. It adds strength. So let's untake this part. We'll see what this looks like now. I mean, it doesn't much matter anyway. It's better than it was. Do the other side and then come back and do the fillet on that so we don't get any tape on the wet paint. I didn't spend any time sanding it either. I just scuffed them and shot them. We ain't building a watch, we're just building an arm. Okay. There we go. Okay, so now you get to see a close-up of what I'm doing here. Again. Let me move this back. I'll zoom this in. It's over there. Shit. Some room here. Okay. We got this crappy looking blue shit here. So let's take a piece of sandpaper and kind of scuff that side there. Paper crack. Get another piece of sandpaper. I'm not using a polywog. I'm not spending much time on it. I'm just sanding it to level it out. 320. Good morning, Matt Nelson. I mean, I suppose if a guy wanted to, he could really do a nice job on this. I don't want to spend a lot of time on it. I got too much time in this thing as it is. I probably got 100 hours in it. Close enough. Close enough. I think I'm going to put a black fillet in there too, where the elevator goes, you know, a triangle wedge. I've got to iron down this stripe up here because it didn't lay down real good along that door. And all this shit's going to come off of it anyway. I know damn well it is. Another reason why I don't really care for monocoat. It doesn't stay on. But some guys, that's all I can do. You gotta do what you gotta do. Okay. Do what you gotta do. Flip it over and finish the bottom yet, too. Glue the flaps on. Maybe this session I'll get it done. The whole airplane would be done with this stupid series. Be done with it. I know he wants to fly it this week, so I'll do what we can do. Make that happen. Close enough. Hey, let it dry for a second, and he splits it again. Just trying to hide the blue. You guys got any questions on this build? I mean, it's a brand new airplane now. Hopefully there was not a, I mean, I didn't take the wing completely apart. I just fixed the external damage. I'm hoping that there was no internal damage. It seems solid. Maybe. Wait a minute and take it apart. I think we'll get new paper. Paper, paper getting bad. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Oh, pulling up the Monaco. Be careful. Put that back down. Stick it down. John? Um, Duplicolor is like dope in a way. It's lacquer. So I would say that Duplicolor is more fuel resistant than Rust-Oleum because Rust-Oleum is an enamel. However, nothing is fuel proof. And then you have the problem with Duplicolor cracking. It will crack because it gets hard. Here we don't care because it's just on the fillets. If you use it on the wing, because the tissue is vibrating, it will crack. Turn this on and get that coat stuck back down there on the top. Montepuke. Tricks of the trade. Get it all done. I give it a good rub down with some Windex and ship it. Not too chubby. A little wrinkle there. You can see a big color change here because I got the monocoat pretty hot. It darkened up right here, but up here where it's lighter, it's pretty good match. Same with the fillet area up there. Pretty good match. So let's see here. I guess we can flip it and do this side. That's dry. That's dry enough. Dry enough. Now, for you guys that were skeptical on the green, any color will look good if you do monochromatic. Pinks, magentas, blues, purples. And what I mean by that is the theme behind it is your lightest color of let's say you're going to do a purple airplane or just a brown airplane, a cream airplane. So if you're going to do brown, you use cream on the wings, which is a brown white. So you use that. Then you trim it with a lighter brown and a darker brown and a black, and that highlights it. Reds is the same way. My Monado that I won the concourse with is red. It's red. It's uh, three colors of red. That's all it is. It's monochromatic. The Viper, the blues, that's three colors of blue. The only thing that's out of the realm of blue is the magenta, and it probably has some blue in it. But what I'm getting at is, as long as you stay within those certain parameters, any color will look good. I mean, it's not design is not a mystery. It's more a science. Where you can see the monocoat line on that. I hate that. Oh well, nothing I can do about it. So let's tape this up, get this ready to go. Well, I took art. You know, I was a sign painter, commercial artist. It's what is pleasing to the eye. It's go online, get a color wheel. It's like we're gonna have a purple airplane. Okay, great. So we're gonna do a monochromatic purple airplane. So we'll go the lavenders for the wings, and then for the leading edge it'd be a dark purple and then a lighter purple trim. And for the lettering, we'd use yellow. And you go, yellow, yeah, trimmed with black. Black is a neutral color because it goes with everything. The yellow is the direct contrast of purple. So you want to do something on the other side of the color wheel. So if you get the color wheel, you see purple, right straight across is yellow. And here's an interesting fact. If you mix any color opposite on the color wheel, it makes brown. What's opposite of blue? Red. What do you get when you mix blue and red? Brown. What's opposite of purple? Yellow. What happens when you mix purple and yellow? You get brown. You got to have your primary colors. You know, the primary color is any color you can't make with another color, meaning um, blue and let's see, is it blue and yellow makes green. Yellow and red makes orange. So what happens if you want to make purple? What do you got to do? Well, that's kind of a weird color in itself. It's not a primary color, but you have to add the exact right amount so you get brown. It's a nasty color. Okay, let's get to business here. When you get these two sides done, I'll be finished up on the top. We'll flip it over and do the bottom. I did the bottom fillets last night. I didn't. I didn't bother coming on last night because I figured you guys are pretty sick of this airplane. But this here, I figured I'd come on and show, just for the simple fact most of you guys use monocoat, and how can you make the best job possible in monocoat. So, now this is not a perfect job. I'm no monocoat person, but it's acceptable. Probably a 13. But a 13 is better than I've seen at the match on some monocoat. But there's other guys that have got 18. Chris Rigotti's good at monocoat, but he does not monocoat the fuselage. He paints it. Bruce Jennings good at monocoat. I don't know what he got for his. You know, he's won a concourse with it, a couple of them. He's got a good eye. Got that transparent blue on the wings. You see all that woodwork he wants to show off. And I can't blame him because I-beam is a pretty structure. Kind of ashamed to hide it. But If you notice, this is metallic. I'm drop shooting, meaning I'm not forcing it right on there. I'm kind of spraying above it and letting it settle to keep the flake right. Let me get a bottle of water. Yeah, we got a bottle. If you're new to the channel or getting any value out of the channel, please consider joining, becoming a paid subscriber. It's $4.95 a month. Cost the cost of a cup of coffee. Your name will be in green, like you see John and Steve and Gary Sinclair. He's a member, but he's also a moderator, so that means if you give any crap, he can kick you off. And I got to have those kind of people. I got a few of them. I haven't seen Craig Biswick in a while. But I got to have those people because I got a lot of trolls that want to give me crap. Oh, got a little aggressive there. Oh, wait a second. Yeah, on the floor. Very good. Now that I do think about it, I did teach an art class a few times, unpaid, at Salton City Elementary. And I taught kids how to draw sharks. Okay, one more side to do, and then we can flip it over and do the bottom. I'm going to put this stripe on the nose here, like I did here. I put that pinstripe on there, and I put the pinstripes up here on the yellows in the back, just to add a little zip to it so it doesn't look so plain. I was thinking about doing something on the rudder, but I'm going to let it go. I need to get this thing done and out of the shop. Done and out of my workshop. I'm just buffing down the hard line from the tape line. Oops. I'll do that on everything when it dries. Is this the right way to do things? No. Like I told Steve, he said, well, how you going to do the electric? Well, this is the right way, the wrong way, and my way. I'm going to do it my way, and you'll love it. I have seen those electrical, the compartments for, it's a bunch of spaghetti. It's all kind of every mismatch way. How these guys can even think about doing it. I mean, it's terrible. I like things organized. Yeah, it should rub out. Should rub out nicely. Get that hard line down there and it'll disappear. Disappear. Yeah. Yeah. It'll be fine. Yeah. We don't know what. Okay. Shit. Nozzles clogged a little bit. Okay, we'll give it a second and hit it again and carry on. Take it apart. I think I am going to put the black fillet monocoat triangles in there, though. I'll cut some black triangles the same size as the elevator and just stick it on there. That'll make it have the appearance of a flap fillet. If you got a mistake, don't try to hide it. Try to draw your eye to it. Not that that's a mistake, it's just missing. It's not there. So we'll simulate one. I don't know how long this thing will stay looking good. I hope it stays looking good through the season. But I expect that when it gets out on the tarmac, the monocoat will bag up. Just the way it is. Monocoat's cheesy. I hate it. I hate it. But it is fast. Throw these away. Get it new for the bottom. Yeah. One thing we won't have to worry about is the fillets pulling up like monocoat does. Yeah, a little overspray there. No problem. Get some thinner out and wipe that off. What the hell that black line is there? Yeah, well. Okay, let's get some thinner. We'll use the greeny thinner. That's it. I got a little overspray on the bottom. I'm not taking it up all the way. I haven't opened this one. We'll use this thinner. I think I'm going to go to Wix tomorrow and get some white dope. Yep, a little overspray on this side too. That is pretty handy about this stuff. You don't have to worry about lacquer thinner attacking it. And I see it wrinkling up. Got a little wrinkle there. I need to get down. What is this black line right here? That wiped off. Good. Almost. I ain't gonna worry about it. Ain't gonna worry about it. Okay. So let's put the stripe on the nose and then I'll turn it over and do the bottom. Because then I can iron them down. I got the iron hot. Let me zoom out a little bit so you can get the big picture. Okay. Let's see. I put the thick on the top. Come on now. Don't give me any trouble. Oh, cut it. Come on. There it is. I don't know if that's on there. Yeah, it's on there, right? So now you wonder how you get those two lines to go around that corner when they're together. Well, I got to take it apart. So let's see. How did I do that other side? That other side ends at an angle right there. Right there, like so. I need a knife. Be time to put that away for the season. There it is. Yeah. Oh well. Oh well. Come on, get off of there. There we are. You know what? I think I better iron that down before I put that on there because that'll melt that tape. Oh well. Oh well. Okay. Come on now. There we are. Stickers. This just ain't me at all. Come on, get off of there. Don't give me any problem. There it is. You know, I suppose I could have went like that, but we'll just do it like the other side and be done with it. I'm not taking that spinner off again. Cut it right there. Okay, now on this side, or on both sides actually, we got to iron that down over the top of that curve, or else the hatch will be screwing it up. We got to be careful because that pinstripe tape melts. It ain't like Monaco. They don't take shit for heat. Yeah, that's what I thought. It was really stuck on there. There we are. Yeah, no good. No good. It's up too high. This side's okay, but that other side isn't. We gotta redo that stripe. It's no good. Come off there. Come off there. Now, now we have to move that bottom one too. Otherwise, you can't get the candy or the cowl on and off. Now, this striping tape with heat sets just like if it was on your car. You set it in the sun. But we're going to set it with a little heat, low heat. There we go. Let me turn this down a little bit. It's on 2, so we'll make it 1.5. I better watch that, or be spraying the paint everywhere. So finish the bottom, glue the flaps on, and it's done. We got 13 watchers. Who's going to be my next subscriber, my next member? Come on, guys, it's only $4.95 a month. I know you get that much out of this channel. There we go. Okay. This turned out well. Make sure we got it ironed down good. You go back up. Go back up. Okay. Actually, I should have ironed that side down a little more. Oh well. Oh well. Okay, let's do the bottom. So I need to add the black stripes there and paint the fillets, and we're done. Then we'll glue the flaps on. Need to move that back a little bit so I got some room to move around. Where are we at? There we are. Okay, there's that. Let's take the landing gear off of it. Get my tray, my magnetic tray. Lose any bolts. All the parts on it I want. Big old fender washers on there. I think I'm gonna try to iron a couple of them wrinkles out down here too. Get the crinkles out while it's here. Coming. Hate to turn the heat up anymore. And we'll go a little more. Need a dog. Them just do not. They must be underneath that. It's better. Ow, hot. Better quit monkeying with it. Leave well enough alone. So I think we got the big one at the front. Yep. So it goes on like so. And we'll paint these two sides. We're almost done. We're almost done. Wrong end, you dumbass. Let's straighten that up. No, that's right. Okay, good. Okay, good. Perfect. Okay, I better turn that down. If we're gonna set them, they gotta be down there around 2. Hot, hot, hot. Okay, one more. The right angle. Good. Close enough. You dog. Shit, missed. 1/8 of an inch. There we go. Oogie doogie. Boy, you guys are falling asleep or what? It's been 45 minutes since anybody said anything. This is what makes this get hard. What do you guys think of that picture I had at the beginning of the stream of the airplane with the monster in it? Ed Roth monster. That was generated by AI. I kept asking, it's not what I want, but that's what it thought I wanted. That AI is not what it cracks up to be. It's a joke. There will never be anything as talented as your human brain or anything faster. Your brain is faster than any computer. You just haven't trained it to be faster. By the time you get your act together and get the computer going, I've already thought of the answer and have it halfway finished. Now, I'm not a mathematician, but if I were a mathematician, the math questions would be faster. Yeah. Like I said, I couldn't hand it back to him looking like a piece of garbage. That wouldn't be right. It loses its heat quick. Loses its heat quick. Yeah, hopefully. Well, I'm going to the range today when my buddy calls, so this video will be over. probably noon is, I told him wait till it warms up. But I think this is going to be the final day of working on this airplane. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure it is. Because I'd like for him to take it home tomorrow. Get it out of my sight. Let's see. We need that other kind of tape to go around that. Let's hide that. Let's hide that. Or not worry about it. And let this go right there. That way I don't get any overspray. Use this plastic tape, vinyl tape, whatever. See what that looks like up there. Yeah. I might have to touch that up after I get this done. Whatever. I guess we can go around. We can go around. Wipe the overspray off. Okay. Tape it up. Tape and spray. Let's see, we're on low heat here, so let's set these. Well, I've got it in mind and in hand. Wish I had a sock for this. Be careful on them pinstripes if you're going to set them. Set 'em. I'm running it at 2 right now, and move it quick because they burn. Okay. Goes on that side. That was screwed up. Oh well. Now I could do a John Jordan tape job, but this thing ain't worth it. Get it on there and get her done. Okay. Close enough. Close enough. Feel the heat. Feel the heat. We're gonna do these all at the same time. Get antsy. Get antsy. Spend all day doing this. Spend all day. Get this done before dog call. Okay, let's do this. Yeah. That's close enough. That'll be fine. We're down to 11. So we're back to the, I'm sure it's going to be a 12%er again. Boring, boring. If you guys would like, you guys would like to watch the whole series, these are for the people who haven't watched this build. There's a whole playlist, Vector 40 Crash Repair playlist now. And all the videos will be in there that it took to go from nothing to this airplane. We started on the 11th, so it hasn't been a month yet. A little under a month. The only thing I didn't build was the wing. However, I did recover it. It wouldn't have taken that much longer to build the whole wing, really, because nothing to it. One nice thing is if we get an overspray, it wipes right off with lacquer thinner, because it's monopuke. Okay, got one more piece of paper, it looks like. I'm going to spray it up, take it off, and do the other side. We'll get it. We'll get it. Okay, 15 minutes to tape, 2 seconds to paint. Typical shit. What did I do with the paint? Under the wing on this side. Wait for a second, hit it with a second coat, untape it. Think you just tape right there. Give me overspray. That part. We don't want no overspray. More than I have to. Yeah. Okay, untape it. For real. Tape it. Paint it. Tape it. Okay. There it is. Close enough. Close enough. There it is. We cheated it again. Okay, we're on the home stretch. That side, glue the flaps on, and we're done. Here, what's that about? Turn it up a little bit. Turn it up. There it is. There it is. Perfect. Turn it back down so I don't put it on that shit there. Up, down, up, down. Steve says he got an iron, so if it bags up, he can iron it flat. Do I ever do fades on planes and motorcycles, color to nothing? I have. I don't do it on airplanes because it doesn't look right. Same reason I don't do custom van murals on airplanes because they don't look right. And I could airbrush all kind of weird shit on an airplane, flames and scallops and all kind of crap, but it just doesn't look right to me. This this is a 1950s hobby, so the airplanes to me need to represent 1950s. This is too modern, actually. This paint job here, a 1950s paint job is scallops. Certainly not going to be flames, though. I've never seen flames on an airplane. I've never seen any wild pinstriping on an airplane. A real airplane. So, just my 2 cents. Okay, we're on the home stretch. Get her done. I painted a PT Cruiser that had flames, and it went from white. It was, I mean, they were a nice. It was a nice set of flames on it. It was a brand new PT Cruiser, had less than 20 miles on it when they gave it to me. I took the front end off of it. The flames, I took the doors off of it too. The flames whipped inside the hood, the doors. I mean, it was done like it was done at the factory. I didn't charge enough for that job. But that's just like my normal deal. I don't charge enough. That was for R.K. Stratman. Look up that name. He holds the license to all the Harley Davidson T-shirts. He's a screen printer. Of course, that came up. Ron Stratman. Everybody always asks that. That piece of foam would cost you $4,000. It comes out of a Harley Davidson CVO FLTH fuel tank. The back of the fuel tank fits down in it. There was another foam block like this that went on the front, and then they put it in a box to keep it padded in shipping. And I gave that away. I should never have given that away. But I mean, I'm sure you could get the piece of foam from somewhere like that, but it ain't cheap. But this particular piece of foam would cost you $4,000. And that's 2020 prices. Or no, 2000 prices. It was for a 2000 CVO, not 2020. Because that would have only been 4 years ago. It's been 20 years. Close enough. John has a piece of foam similar to this, but it's not the same density. I got no idea where Harley got it from. I blew it out the other day for the first time in 20 years. You should have seen the sawdust come out of this thing. Had many airplanes built on it. Let's see. I do about 3 airplanes a year. So in 20 years, 20 times 3 is 60. Yeah, there's 60 airplanes have been built on this piece of foam. Minimum. It's a hottie. There we go. You know, now I'm building about 3 a year. When I was a kid in the hobby shop, I was building 3 a month. Not big ones like this, but half A's and things, 3 a month. Then along about 69 or so, and between 69 and 70, I only built, because I switched over to big airplanes, I probably only built 2 a year. And then as I got faster, I built quite a few more a year. And when I say that I built 500 airplanes in my life, I think it's way more, but I'm just saying that. Let's see. Maybe not. Maybe not. I just know it's a lot. It's a lot. Like, if you include this one, I built 5 since last April. Five of them since last April. Since I've been home. Even when I was I consider dating a vacation. When I was on vacation working, I built one in a motel room. How many did I build there? Maybe only 2 a year there, so maybe 10. Plus, that doesn't include the voodoos. I built 5 of those. and a half A. That's six little ones. And refinished the Junar, so that's 7. And the Thunderbolt, 8. The Tucker, 9. The Tucker. Let me look in my stash over here. Tucker. The Aegis, that's 10. What else? I worked some on the Nobler. No, I built the Little Tucker. That's 11. Little Tucker. I built 11 airplanes in the 5 years I was in Dayton, and not even in my shop. Okay, let's finish this dog up. Oh, we need to do this, and then we're done. Okay. So I don't like hearing, I don't have the time. Yeah, well, depends on your priorities, I guess. It's too hard. Well, I'm showing you how to do it. And as Charles says, not the only way to do it, but I'll guarantee it works. That's all I care about. How does it work? Results speak for themselves. You can spend years sanding on one piece of wood if you want. I just don't choose to do that. We'll get it close, and that's good enough. Or as Hey Jack used to say, good enough for who it's for. Okay, we got that done first time. That's good. That worked out real good. Started a quarter, go to an eighth, and then do a 16th on them progressive stripes. That was slick, and that wasn't planned. I just happened to find that roll of tape up on my shelf. So I know exactly what I'm going to do with it. I should be getting a call any time now. Maybe we'll get this thing done before he calls. Got to have some balance. Got to do some other stuff. It's on the wing too. Thank God this thing's electric, because if it was fuel, it'd tear this monocoat right off. Okay, I think we're done with the iron for now. I can, if I see any other things, I can come back and tighten them up. We just need to paint 2 more fillets and we're done. And then glue the flaps on, and that's the wrap. That would be it. Need something on the rudder. I might take my plotter, see if I got any other vinyl left of some type, make them some kind of decal for the rudder. I'm not going to sweat it too much. It's got to get out of here tomorrow so we can go fly it. That's what this is all about, for him to fly this thing. He's an intermediate, and it could get dorked at any time. That's a little spot here we need to split. Okay. Close enough. Yeah, I know. But how much work do I want to put into an ARF? It's already got a month's worth in it. I think I'll just paint this, then move forward and do the other side. It'll go faster that way. It'll go faster. We gotta have speed. Gotta go fast. If I can find some vinyl, I got some yellow vinyl. I don't think yellow, well, it might be all right. If I can put something on there in yellow. If I can just cut it on my plotter and stick it on, I'll do it. If I got to do a big rigmarole like this, I don't want to bother. I know, a Ferrari Lion. We could do that. I'll go to the internet, copy, paste, trace bitmap, and spit it out. Yeah. Yeah. If that were the case, I'd never be done with this. We're going to get it close enough. Steve said he didn't expect this. But like I've said, I can't let it out of my shop looking like a rag. You'll never see me at the flying field with a ratty looking airplane. It's not me. My dad would be upset if I did that. And he's watching. It's got to be perfect. Yeah, we wanted to get this right here. Just a little spot right there. Just a little spot. Yeah, it can't go out of here ratty. It's some of you guys met my dad at the Nats. World War II vet. Different generation, you know. It better be perfect. If you're gonna do it, it better be perfect. Okay, Dad, I'll work on it. The trouble with society today is no. There's the phone. Hang on. Hello. Yeah, we'll do about noon. How's that sound? All right, because I still got to load too. All righty, you're gonna be here right at noon, right? I'll be out the door then. All right, see you then. Bye. All right, guys, I got about a half an hour that I can wrap this. That I'm gonna try to wrap this up in. About a half an hour. Because it'll take me a little time. I gotta load them things. I also got to make a head call. Give me a minute here. Take a second. Take a break. Look at the AI artwork I had down there. Let's see here. All right, we're back. Drink so much damn water floating. Take that AI thing down. You like it, huh? I put it on a shirt. Okay, we need to get this off. I won't get the we're not going to get the elevators and flaps glued on this session. There'll be one more session after I get back from the rain. And then we'll do this elevator flap business. Wipe it down and send it on its way. That one is this side. That's good. Oop, I gotta get that tape off there. Getting ahead of myself. There we go. How do I ship it? Hello, come get it. I don't do any shipping. It's just a figure of speech. It's finished. So I got 20 minutes to get this last part done. Gotta get that off before I spray, otherwise it'll look terrible. Terrible, terrible. I got that, so looks to me like we're gonna have to iron that a little bit. No, we'll get this. I want to get this painted to get it back on its wheels. Yeah, you couldn't ship nothing like this. It'd cost $1,000. 2014, I shipped a tour pack and saddlebags to England. And the postage was more than he paid for them. But he was happy to get them. Okay, whatever. I mean, he was tickled to death to get them. Let me tell you guys something too. If you're a Harley guy and you're going to get the paint swapped at the dealership, make sure that you take your paint home. Take your other tanks home. Because the dealership will sell them, give you nothing and sell them. Those are your tanks and fenders. Makes me sick. And how do I know this? Because that tour pack and saddlebag was given to me by the person I took them off. They said, yeah, I want you to have them. So I put them in my car, and the dealership lost its mind. So you can't do that. Well, why not? He gave them to me. Because it's ours to sell. No, it's not. It's his. What happened to my tape? There it is. Any takeoff parts, anytime you go to have your car worked on or motorcycle, anything they take off, they must, under law, give it back to you. I don't care if it's a spark plug or an air filter or whatever. They must give it back to you if you request it. Well, you don't even, shouldn't even have to request it. I used to just put the spare parts in the saddlebags and tour pack and stuff. And the dealership would get pissed off at that. Exhaust pipes and different things. It's in the law, so why can't you guys abide by their? They're swindlers, them guys. Trying to make a free buck. And you'll get charges on your bill, shop supplies. And it's usually 10% of the total parts bill. Don't believe that either. That's bullshit. They don't get away with that crap when they work on my stuff. Shop supplies. What do you think a can of brake cleaner is $200? I don't think so. They really, I was a flat rate mechanic, and I used to turn 110, 120%. Sometimes more, depending on some, usually get stuck with some warranty shit, and that usually pays little to nothing. So that would bring your overall average down. But if you're a good flat rate tech, you can make some big money. Some weeks, 200%. But your averages, my average for the year was about 110 to 120. So $33 an hour. There aren't any 50-50 flat rate shops left. It was a third. I used to get a third. The reason there aren't any 50-50 shops left is they're too damn greedy. They don't want you to make any money. Like I've told you guys before, I was let go because they hired two guys to replace me. for half the money. Fuck, idiots. Figuring they're going to get twice the work. Yeah, they got twice the screw ups. I know a motorcycle that came out of that shop with no oil in it, burnt the motor up. Okay, live and learn, whatever. And that was the exact reason they gave me. That's when Obama came into office. That's the exact reason they gave me. We can't afford you. We got to hire some MMI grads. Okay. They let everybody in that shop got let go. All the qualified technicians. I just, I don't know. Bad business. I took my clients with me. Stupid. Stupid. Okay, we got that. We got about 10 minutes to get this thing wrapped up. Oh, shit. Ran goofy again. It's monocoat, but I'm relatively happy with it. I mean, oh, paint there. The best I can do with what I got. All that can be asked. Can't do no better. Yeah, nasty. I get asked all the time, when do you take the tape off? As soon as you can. The reason being is that hard edge melts back down where it belongs. You let it get hard, it'll flake off, especially on this. I'm sure of that because it's monocoat. There's not much adhesion, even though it's lacquer. It will adhere to the superfill, but more than likely, probably not to the monocoat very well. So get the tape off as soon as you can. Mm. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Okay. Last piece of tape. Perfect. So the next broadcast will be gluing the flaps on and the final wrap up where I go around and look at all the little wrinkles, see if I can iron any of them out. We'll wipe it off, and that'll be the end of this series. So it's going to be one more video later on this afternoon when I get back from the range. But we'll get the gear on it and get it sitting on its wheels right now. Oh, shit. What am I doing? Thinking about other stuff. Okay. What do you guys think? Did that painting the fillets add anything to it? I think so. I think it makes it look finished. There's the ball driver. There's the bolts. These fender washers. Come on, get in there. Give me any trouble. There it is. Come on. There. Not perfect, but not bad. We'll go around and clean up any of the boogers on it after on the next go around, and that's it. You can come and get it. Good fly this today. There we go. I think that fillet's turned out nice. I'll give you a close-up. Let me give you a close-up. I've got to, oh shoot, I got some overspray there. Got to get that off. So, better not use, got some on the canopy. Better not use lacquer thinner on the canopy. I think it will melt it, but 91 proof alcohol will be fine. Saturate that. Got it off. Good. Yeah, you can use the lacquer thinner on the monocoque, but I wouldn't use it on the canopy. Different kind of plastic. I suppose, you know, if you just wiped it real easy, but when you got overspray like that on there, use alcohol. Turned out nice. We need to iron that down, but we'll do that when we get back. There's a little goober there. That's it. What's the total weight? It's ready to fly as is, and the weight is, I think we took 7 or 8 ounces off of it. There's my scale. I'll tell you this right now, it's heavier than my Viper, and my Viper's bigger, way bigger. But remember what I told you, monocoque is heavy. It weighs 54 ounces, 53.9, 54. Two ounces heavier than my Viper. But as the guys say, your Viper's not full of fuel. Yeah, well, whatever. $54. All right, guys, I got to get ready. I got an hour. Well, I got a few minutes. Is there any questions for me at all? Anything I didn't cover you'd like to see on the next video? Turned out good for what it is. I mean, it was a junk airplane. But it took a lot of work to get there. And I'll look on there and see if I can find something to put on the rudder. I'll look on the computer and see if we can find something. But this project here should show you what you can do with your crashed airplanes with a little, determination. Is it perfect? No. Is it flyable? Oh yeah, it'll fly better than it did because it's lighter. It's 6 ounces lighter. It was 60 ounces. Right. This battery is 10 ounces, so I believe the battery's 10 ounces, so there you go. They're the same weight. Or yours is a little lighter, like an ounce lighter. But monocoque is heavy. I know for a fact that if I built one of these for a gas motor, I could build it at 40 ounces or less. 40 or less. This is a small airplane. It's only 50-inch wingspan. That would include the engine and the tank and everything ready to go in gas under 40. There's nothing here really. They got a lot of plywood in the ARF, a lot of light ply, and they're using a lot of hot glue. And hot glue is heavy. And if you got an ARF, I hope you put push rods in it, because that's what failed on this one, is they hot glued the push rod together. The the ball link pulled right out of the end of the push rod. Of course, I don't know. Maybe it was the person who originally put this thing together. I don't even know if it had ball links in it when it came from the factory. I don't know much about ARFs at all. Only ARF I ever built and flew was a Nobler, and that's what I was out of control line for a while, and I bought a top flight ARF, and I put a FP40 in it, flew it a couple flights, and I said, "This is crap. I got to build one," and put it on the shelf. I got about 4 flights on it, and went back to building. All right, guys, I got to get off of here. I got some stuff to do. I will see you after a bit, and we'll glue the flaps on it and do any of the touch of the wipes and all that. So you can join me later for that. And if you got any questions, I can answer them then or whatever. I appreciate you watching. I know this series has been really bad for retention. The metrics have been really bad, but it's something, in case you gotta fix one of your airplanes, and it shows you it can be done. All right, fair winds, tight lines. I'll see you after a bit.